Hi, everybody. This is Miss O. I'm your teacher, and today we're going to talk about division and decimals. So let me share my screen and we can get started. Okay, let me make it big for you. There we go. So of course, you're going to write your name here and remember to line up the decimal points. I'm trying to get you to show your work. All right. Oops. What did I do? Sorry. What a surprise. All right. So when you look at this stuff, you're going to see how it is with fractions, decimal points. So we're going to start with 34.56 plus 178.9. So we're going to say 34.56 plus, and here, this is the important part. I gotta put my stuff in the right place, right? So that's the important part. We have to have 178. So we put all of the right things in the right place, 0.9, right? So anytime after you have a 9, after you have a point and a number, you can always put zeros on the end and infinity zeros if you want to. So it's up to you. You can always put zeros after a point. Okay, that is free. So pay attention. What I'm trying to get you to see here is that the points have to be lined up, right? Does this seem familiar to you? Yes. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do to find the answer is we're going to say 6 plus, right? It's plus. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 9 is 14. So I'm only going to put the 4 here. It's 14. And then I have to put the 1 over there. So now I'm going to say 4 plus 1 is 5. And 5 plus 8 is 13. So again, I'm putting the 3 here and the 10 up there, 13. After that, I'm going to go 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 7 is, what's 4 plus 7? 11. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is the answer to this question. Again, the most important thing to remember when we're adding fractions is that the decimal points have to be in a straight line next to each other, on top of each other. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, now we're going to do 45.67 plus 234.5. I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to go 234.5. See how that is, and oops, then I can make, it's not right. See, it's not lined up correctly. They're not next to each other. So I have to do it again because it's not in the right spot. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that it has to be in the right place. Okay, so let's try again. Make a little 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, that's the important part. Now remember, you can, of course, always make another 0 if you want. So this is the 234.5. I put it here, I added a 0. And the most important thing is that the decimal points are together in the same line, right? They're right on top of each other. And then I just say 7 plus 0 is 7. 6 plus 5 is 11. So what am I going to do with the other 1 from 11? I'm going to put it here. That's called carry the 1. Now 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4. What's 6 plus 4? Do you know? What's 6 plus 4 is 10. And I put the 1 up here. What's 4 plus 1? It's 5 plus 3 is 8. Don't have to put a 1 up there. And then just bring the 2 plus 0 here. Now, what do you see? What did I need to do? That's so important. Again, I need to make sure that my decimal points are all in the straight line next to each other, right? So I need to put my decimal point in here also, right? So that is the answer, 280.17. Okay, so when you do number 2 and number 3, make sure you have that straight next to each other where it should be. Okay, so you have to line them up. You have to show your work. All right, you can pause this video. Now, these are regular division questions on the same worksheet. I did that again. Okay. Now, first one is how many 3s are in 9, right? Regular division. 3 times what is 9? 3 times what is 9? This is a question. 3 times what is 9? Again, you can use your folder to discover the answer. Hopefully you already know it, right? 3 times what is 9? 9 is the answer. And so I'm going to say 3 times what is 9? It's 3. Put it up here. Another way to do that is if I had a 9 divided by 3, and the answer is 3. Okay, this is called the quotient. Quotient. 4 times what is 15? Now it's a little more interesting. 4 times what is 15? So, of course, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 4 is 16, but the 15 is less than that. So I have to say, no, I don't want that. I have to take the next small one. So I'm going to say 4 times 3. So my answer is going to be 3. And then I'm going to say 3 times 4 is 12. Let me erase this. And then I'm going to say 15 minus 12 is, what's 15 minus 12? 3. And so my answer is going to be 3. And I'm going to take this 3 right here, and I'm going to say R3. R is for remainder. Remainder. Okay, next one. This one's easy again. 5 times what? 5 times what equals 30, right? And this is a safe, easy one. This could be a little out here. And the answer is 6. And there's no remainder. Okay, so you see how I'm doing that. Again, 7 times what is 56? You can do these by yourself. Okay, you can do these by yourself. Next one's step 3. in division, right? 3 times what is 45? Maybe you don't know, right? So first thing I would do is I'd say 3 times what is 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. And so 4 minus 3 is 1. Then I'm going to take this 5 and put it down here and say 3 times what is 15? And the answer is 5. Okay, so I had to use this 5 and I just bring it down. So first I did it with the 4 minus 3 is 1. And then I bring this 5 down. And then 3 into 15 is 5. Let's try another one. 4 times what is 5? Well, 4 times 1 is 4. So what's 5 minus 4 is 1. And then I take this 6, I bring it down here, and I write it here. And then 4 times what is 16? And that is 4 times what is 4 times 4 is 16. Let's try one more time. 5. 5 times what is 7? It's like 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. I take the 0 and I bring it down here. And I say 5 times what is 20? And the answer is weird, 14 again. Okay, so that's another way to do division. And if you had more numbers here, you would just keep going, keep going. All right, you're gonna pause your video if you want to. I have to erase these. Did you pause it? Okay. Step 4. 3, it's the same idea, but it's not going to be so perfect. So it's basically the same as this, but it's not perfect. So 3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. I'm going to bring this 7 down. And I'm going to say 3 times what is 17. You'll remember that it was 5 is 15, right? So I'm going to say 15. And then I say 17 minus 15 is what? What is 17 minus 15? So I can say the remainder, R, is 2. And if I want, I can also take this 3 and I'll say 2/3. So that's why it's with fractions. So the it's 15 and 2/3. Got that 3 from over here. Let's try again. 4 times what is 5? It's still 1. 4. I'm gonna say plus or minus here. Minus, and then 1. Now I take this 9 and bring it down, and I say 19. And 4 times what is 19? Again, it's 4, but 4 times 4 is 16. So what's this going to be? Minus 19 minus 16 is 3. So the answer is 3 and 4. That's a fraction. See this 4 is this 4. That's the fraction 3 fourths. Last one. Same as this one, almost the same, right? 5 times 1 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. Take this 2 and bring it down here. And it's 22. 5 times what is 22? It's going to be 4 because 5 times 5 is too big. 4 times 5 is 20. And then what's 22? Minus 20 is 2. And so my answer is going to be 14 and 2, what? 2/5. I have this 5 and I put it here. This is the 5 and I just put it here. And this is the 2 that I put here. All right. Last thing we're doing today. Division with decimals. Okay, so you see that it has a decimal. Okay. How many 3s are in 5? Just 1. I'm going to put a 3 here. And then I'm going to remember the decimal right here. Put a 1. How many 3s? Oh, no, sorry. That's a mistake. 5 minus 3 is 2. And now I bring the 1. And I have a 1. And now, how many 3s are in 21? Make sure you put the decimal point next to the decimal point. And the answer is 3 times 7 is 21. And so now the answer is 1.7. Everybody see that? 1.7. Okay, and then if I want to keep going, I can always put zeros after it if I want to. Let's try the second one. How many 4s are in 6? Just 1. And I'll put a 4 here. And what's 6 minus 4? That's also 2. And then I put the period here, the point, and I bring the 4 from here. And how many 4s are in 24? It's going to be 6 times 4 is 24. But this is not the answer. It is not 16. Super, super important. You have to put the decimal point here. The answer is not 16. It's 1.6. Okay, and finally, for the next one, we're gonna have how many 5s are in 4? None, right? Because 4 is smaller. Put a 0 and a point. How many 5s in 45 is gonna be 9. 9 times 5 is 45, but it's really 9/10. Or 0.9. Okay, so I hope this is a nice introduction to you for division with decimals. Again, the most important thing you can remember is to keep these decimals in a straight line. They have to be on top of each other, right? They're in the straight line here also. All right, good luck and you can do it. See you later. Bye. Have a good weekend.